Hey everybody! Well, today we're going to take a look at this two-pack of figures from Underground Toys. So this is from Doctor Who. So this is Rose Tyler with K-9. Now, I'm not familiar with the Rose Tyler figure, mainly because she's probably from one of the newer Doctor Who shows. The main show I watched with Doctor Who was with Tom Baker. So Tom Baker is my doctor. That was the era of Doctor Who that I watched. So I'm not familiar with her, but the main reason I bought it is because of K-9, because as you know, I love K-9 and robots. Now on the back of this here, you can see there are these other figures. Now I got this from Toink and the Toink website, and I think they had most of these figures here. They did have the Sarah Jane Smith figure right there, but she was like 30 bucks or something like that. She does come with the K-9 as well. I'm assuming it's the same K-9 that comes with the Rose figure. But the reason I bought the Rose figure is because this thing was only $11. They only had this for 11 bucks. I couldn't believe how cheap it was. So for that price, I just couldn't pass it up. All right, well, let me take them out and we can take a look at them. Let's start with the Rose figure. Now, I got to say the sculpt and the paint work that they did on this is really well done. Looks really good. Now, the last time I bought something from Underground Toys was that larger size remote-controlled K-9. And I think I got that on eBay because they don't make them anymore, and they are really hard to find, and they're really expensive if you can find them in working condition. But this figure looks really good. I mean, you can see, look at the face. Look how good they did her face. You can see the hair is done really well. That's a really good sculpt on her hair. And the paint job that they've also done on her clothes here. Now her head does look like it's supposed, yeah, it does turn. And then her arms are posable as well. No posability in the elbow, but that's okay. Since her arms are bare, it's probably better to leave them like that. And then her legs are also posable at the thigh. And then the knee also has a joint right in there, and the feet are set. And then also this is like a soft material for the bottom of her shirt so that you can kind of have her sit and see how it's bendable right there so that her shirt will actually kind of conform. But she doesn't sit all the way up. And then there's no holes in the feet, so I guess there's no stand for these figures. And so, I mean, you can have her stand, but you have to get it just right to make it not too wobbly like that. But overall, she's a very good figure. I mean, they did a good job on her. And here we have K-9, and I gotta say, this is a nice looking K-9 figure. The sculpt on it is also fantastic. You can see how all of this looks. You can see the coloring on his little collar right there. His head is really well done. I love it. I've always loved K-9. I just think he's really cool. Even though the director kind of didn't want to use K-9 anymore because he felt like K-9 got Doctor Who out of his sticky situations too easy. Here you can see the little laser on the front of his nose. Those eyes actually look really good. Would have been cool if they lit up. Also, his ears look really great too. Here's the other side of him. And then here's the top, his little control panel. And then here's the back of him and his tail. So the tail has no movement. It doesn't wag like some of these I've seen when they roll, the tail wags. And then the head is also stationary. It stays in place. It looks like it could turn or move or something, but it's not. It's stuck in there. Now, there was no instructions on any of this, and so I didn't know if K-9 had any features to him because he had wheels and he does roll really good. I mean, he's got a nice smooth rolling action, but I found out that it's actually one of these pull back and go type of things. So you pull him back and then he'll roll forward like that. Whoa, and he really moves too. So I didn't know that. That was really neat. I was just kind of messing around with it, and that's when I realized that he has that pull back and go feature. He does tend to go to the right a little bit. Let me see if I can get him going here. There we go. But he rolls excellent. So I love that they had that feature. I'm kind of pulled in a little bit too close here to really get him going. So yeah, this is cool. I really like it a lot. And then I was looking at this, I'm like, okay, this panel almost looks like it's supposed to come off. So it's kind of trying to see if I could get my nail under there to pop it off, and I couldn't figure it out. I thought, well, maybe they just glued it on loose. And then I realized this is a button. So see how the control panel, that's a button. So when you push this off, push it down, there it is. Look at that. You got all the detail inside, all of his little inner workings. That looks really good. It's a really nice gold paint. You got the blue areas that are lights on the inside of him. So that was neat. I did not know that he had this detail on him. And so the lid just kind of snaps back on. Here's what that looks like on the back. So it's just one of these little triggers. You put this part in at the top first, and then you just snap it back in. And then you push this down, and it pops off. That is awesome. And once again, there was no instructions to let you know that that feature is even in there. It doesn't tell you that there's the pull back and go feature, and it doesn't tell you that the side of him can open up. So that was a nice, pleasant surprise. I love it. So there we have it, the Rose Tyler and K-9 2-pack from Underground Toys. Great figures. I'm really loving these things, and for 11 bucks, I just could not pass this up. So I got them from Toink, and I don't know if this is still on sale. I don't know if these two figures are still on sale. I have a sneaking suspicion that they were probably just trying to move them out. Maybe this particular character isn't selling well enough, which is still surprising because I mean, I mainly bought it for K-9, of course, but I think Sarah might be a more popular character, possibly. But check it out on Toink. Your mileage may vary on whether these are on sale or not, but I'm very impressed with this, especially that K-9. I really love all the different features that he's got. All right, well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. I very much appreciate it. And until the next video, I will see you then. So thanks so much for watching and have a good one.